y'all, this is A Renee from Journal, Jot, and Job. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, happy Sunday evening. It is November 2nd, 2025, and in today's video, we are going to discuss remaining consistent in our planners for the next 2 months. So if you watched the previous video, it was titled something like try this before you buy your 2026 planner, and I gave a couple of suggestions. I will link that video right here. And then today we're going to go ahead and get started with working in our planner. So many of you all have stated like, hey, I haven't stayed consistent. I bought a planner, but I don't know if this planner is for me. So what we're going to do is continue to work in the planner we have for this year and not jump ahead so fast. So I am in the Hemlock and Oak. So the sections that I'm going to work on, I'm going to do the monthly layout. So what I'm gonna do real quick is kind of jot what I would like to work on. So I wanna do the monthly layout, perhaps with the pen that works. Okay, monthly layout. So in the front of my planner, there are also some pages where you can set a goal and you can do a habit tracker. I wanna set one tangible goal that I can do this month. All right, so I want to do a goal, and then there's a section before the monthly layout where you can kind of answer some questions if you choose. And I also like to do things called a brain dump. All right, so when you're doing a brain dump, you're literally, you can set a timer, and so I have a little timer right here. Does the battery work on this? Yeah, so we might not be using this timer, but anyway, technically if these batteries was working, I would use this timer. It has 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5, and a 10-minute side, and I could turn it on its side. So maybe for 3 minutes, you do a brain dump of all the things that you want to do inside of November, okay? The list does not have to be completed in its entirety throughout the month, but it allows you to get all the things that are rotating in your mind, and then you're gonna say, yeah, I'll remember, but you won't. That's what your brain dump is for, okay? So I'm gonna do that. And a lot of this, you're gonna see me speed it up, but I did wanna get us all on track with getting into the planner, because some of y'all probably have not touched that planner since you watched my last video, and it's fine. It is fine, all right? So again, we're gonna set a goal, and that, let me show you what page that falls on. And if you don't have these pages in your planner, it is fine. You can create a goal on a sticky note and stick it in your month section. Come up with whatever you want to do for this month. Some of you all might say, hey, I want to do 2 different goals. That is good, and that's good for you. All right. So again, we're going to set a goal. Then we're going to go to the November layout, which is right here. But before we do the November layout, this is where I'll put my brain dump section. And once I finish, I'll come back. I'm going to speed that part up. Now, another tip before I get started. A lot of you will pull all your stickers out and all of the fun things, and then you don't get anything done. I want to encourage you, if you're able to, before placing all of your stickers, you can do it, you know, if you're gonna do washi, put a little washi down, but get into the meat of what you need in your planner so you can actually get some things done, okay? So you'll see that unfold on the screen where I put a little bit of washi down. And also, if you're into decorating, because everybody's not, right? But if you're into decorating, perhaps go ahead and pick out what you're going to use ahead of time, so you're not spending most of your time flipping through the fun things, all right? So we're going to go ahead and get into it. The first thing we're going to do is the setting goals page, okay? I'm going to speed it up. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so I'm breaking in really quick to show you what I did. This is the setting goal page. So what I'll be doing starting on the 7th, I had someone in my book club send a challenge, a 21-day challenge for 30 minutes of movement each day for 21 days. Okay, so this is the setting of the goal. This is not broken out as much as I typically would break out a goal, but overall it's letting you know how am I going to track this goal. I'll decide my schedule. I'll set daily alarms on my phone, record my progress. I will take a before and after picture. I said weekly. I didn't mean weekly because that'd be overwhelming. So what I'm gonna do is cross this out with red, and then I'll go in and I'll put twice. All right, because at the bottom you'll see I said I'll take a photo on day 1 and 21. Then it asks you a question like identify meaningful milestones that will help you celebrate this journey. I said photos, seeing subtle changes in my photos will provide insight, and then fill in the tracker. So sometimes seeing a tracker fill up might be rewarding to some of you all. I'm not necessarily a fan of trackers all the time, but I would like to do the tracker for that. Then over here is like, what habits will you need for this journey? I'll need to create a habit of working out the same time each day, somewhere around the same time. What I will do is at least do 15 minutes at my job. I can walk around the building for 15 minutes, which will help me get up from sitting. Most of the time I am sitting at a desk, okay? And then the other 15 minutes would be at home. And then I just pulled out the stickers. You might have saw the sticker book. I put one there. I put the little washi earlier. And that's as much as you're going to see on that page. Sometimes I think you can get lost in getting the things down that you need because you're stuck on the decorating component. The decorating can be a habit component, but if it's keeping you from planning for the things that you would like to see happen in your life, you may want to scale back. So that's just a tip. Now, to take this further and to break it down more, the habit can go right here, and this is where I can track it, right? So that's where that'll happen. However, I want to go ahead and move to the November section so you can see me do the brain dump, so you can get that part in. If I feel like going back to this part before I end this video, I will do that. But let's go ahead and do the brain dump since we're already in the second day of November. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, y'all, so this is that blank page that comes right next to that November overview. And all I did was just write Hello November and then a quick brain dump, which really wasn't quick because I got a little sidetracked, but nonetheless it's here. So what I do is just literally write what I think I need to do this month. And then I can take this and I can plug certain things into this month, wherever it needs to go. You still have this little bar on the left hand side. You can do whatever you want to do with that. If you want to list like what payments are coming out, if you're like a person like me and you use Klarna and some of those other things, you might want to know what's coming out, because sometimes you're like, dang, I didn't know that was coming out of my account. So there's that. So you can put little things right there. All right, you'll notice I just put a little washi, nothing serious. And then in here I can write little notes or anything that comes to mind. For example, I have meal plan. If there's a couple of ideas that I have, it can go in this section. Also, with this November overview, they have prompts, but don't feel like you have to follow the prompts. If the prompts don't speak to you, you can take a little white out, put it over there, put a little washi on it, and then write what you want. You may want to turn this into like a little gratitude page or something of that sort, okay? So feel free to use that how you would like. I was going to do the November spread online, but I don't really think that's necessary, y'all. I just want you to see you can test some things out in your planner instead of saying, oh, well, I'm gonna just wait till the next year starts. Waiting till the next year starting is gonna put you into the same habits as before. So if you've made it to this part of the video, what part of your planner are you going to work in this week? Let me know in the comment sections below. If you have any questions in reference to your planner, let me know in the comment section. If you notice on the last video, I'll post it again here in case you missed it earlier, I do respond to your questions kind of thoroughly, okay? I don't know if I'll get to all of them, but I will. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will catch you on the next video, which will continue us being consistent in our planner for the remainder of the year. I believe the next video that I do, I'm going to show you how you can journal inside of your planner. It may already be done, but I'll show you that. This is an area that you can utilize for journaling. So let's do one quick overview. This is a brain dump. I would encourage you, if you have not started for this month, do a brain dump. Even if you don't do it inside of your planner, you can do it on a separate sheet of paper. Then you'll be able to successfully plug some things in your planner. Another thing, if you don't do videos, I would highly encourage you to go ahead and plug in what you already know is coming up, if you're okay with doing that, so you're not like forgetting certain things and it's like, dang, what was that I'm supposed to do? Sometimes we can get caught into the aesthetics of planning. I'm going to say that several times in all of the videos, that we no longer use the videos. Most of you all know I do the word of the day and I have to go back and fill that in. So my structure right now this year is consistent in how that flows. It may change. I may even change it up this month to try some different things. I'm still going to do the word of the day, but I may change it around. All right, so again, we did this page. And then we also went to the front and we set the goal. So this goal will be, it will start November 7th and then it'll go for 21 days. All right, so the next time I come on the video, I'll be able to show you some additional things that I have added in the planner. I hope this was helpful. You are capable of doing what you need to do in your planner so you don't feel like you're wasting money. So go ahead and get it done. I'll catch you on the next one.